Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Jared Goff. Close to bringing him back to victory against the Bills. Didn't happen, not because of his effort, his performance. Fired up for this one. If you love wide zone, you love nakeds, keepers on the edge, play action, this is the video for you. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So for whatever reason, Jared Goff is a bit of an enigma, in my opinion, in the quarterback world. Took the Rams to the Super Bowl, or helped take the Rams to the Super Bowl. Has played really well at certain times. #1 overall pick. I think that the McVay offense both helps and hinders him a little bit as far as when they're going well and playing at a really high level and running the wide zone, those types of things, and they're getting the play action, him on the edge. He's at his best. But it also kind of artificially limits, I think, his potential as far as throwing from the pocket. Now, I think he's better on the edge and the play action and those types of things, and I think this video will show that. But they also do some things with some of my favorite concepts within the pocket. And so it's about finding that sweet spot. It didn't happen against the Bills, but it didn't mean that he didn't make some spectacular plays. Let's dive into it, see exactly what the film says. First play we're going to look at here, a little shift to 2x2. He then is going to get a pressure alert, check into one of what I think is one of the best plays in football, a little drive out. The Rams have been running this concept for a long time. He gets to that out, just beautiful conversion. Great job operating under center here. Concept-wise here, draw it up. This is really just the concept of actually drive is this guy right here. He's going to be able to come all the way across here, be able to keep running in man, be able to throttle down right about here in zone. But the play here, how it works is must outside release go. Depending on the offense in, you can throw it or alert it if you love the matchup. And then really it's out, 1. So really it's out, 10-yard out, 1. Drive, 2. And then basic, which really is kind of a rub basic. Be able to see he's trying to push outside and get a rub on the guy who has the drive in man-to-man here coming across. You'd love to be able to rub him there. He doesn't do a great job about getting in that corner's way to then become the number 3. So it's really, in reality, it's 1 to the out, 2 to the drive, 3 to the basic. And I love it because everything is in the quarterback's vision. You're looking over here, everything's coming into your line of sight. So really a cool concept, almost like an all-purpose play. Wink, nod, course. See you there. Great strike. Love seeing Goff operate like this from the pocket. Again, watch the operations. He feels the pressure coming up the middle. Alert, alert, or whatever he says. Jumps into gun. Can see Woods come across on the drive. Can see kind of the burst release basic by the tight end. 1, 2, 3. Again, all his cleats in the ground when he hits that back. Right there, beautiful. Lined up to throw. Get it out on time. Really nice job by the back, stepping up, taking up that A gap. Boom. Really nice pass pro. My man Big Wit with the shuffle. Strike. What a nice throw. Really good job. But really when I think Goff, it's not necessarily from the pocket type of throws I'm talking about. We're going to look at a bunch of nakeds. But right here, this interception, this is a 7-stop concept for me. So again, 3rd and long. I'm not sure how this ball necessarily gets picked, to be honest with you. It's there for the taking. This is just versus quarters. 7-stop, 8-man protection. If he works down here, it's wide open. He does a really nice job with his eyes doing this. I think he just potentially misses this throw. I mean, really, that's it. Again, really easy to see the coverage here. Quarters, to me, 7 stops here. Up to the landmark. Usually, if you're to the boundary, it's to the bottom of the numbers. If you're to the field, it's usually to the top of the numbers or the inside edge of the numbers, just so you can usually try to anticipate these throws. So again, a little bottom of the numbers, top of the numbers, and then he just throws just a touch inside here. I think it's there. I think you can see the check downs, how it works here. Check flat, check over the ball, and you can see the spacing. So it's here with the stops, and then underneath with the check downs. Great cover 4 kind of beater, especially on pure 4 that you're going to get here on 3rd and long. Again, you can see the concept, see how spacing of it, how it works out. Just about everywhere but where he goes. Maybe down here to the flat. Everybody else, I think, maybe has an opportunity for the first down. And just misses, slides inside on him. DB makes a nice play. What I really like here is Goff's use of his eyes. He's looking to our left, his right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, then he comes all the way back. How about the right tackle? I like it. So again, you see the chips on the defensive ends. Boom. Just enough to get in his way from Cup. 5, look off, comes back. Just slides inside. The guy makes a nice play. Really, I really had to watch it like 4 times to see how this thing ever got intercepted because it's there. Nice play. Tip your cap. But this is what Goff to me really does. They are the man at moving the pocket here, these nakeds. And this is just an awesome job of seeing it, how a naked plays out to the late. So again, to me, this is all the way down to the late. So it's no to the slide or sneak coming across the field from left to right. No to the corner, no to the over, yes to the late. So one more time here. I'll draw it up because this comes up a handful of different ways in this game. And he is one of the best there. Now he gets a lot of chances at it. This is where the ball is designed to go, in my opinion, to the slide or sneak coming across basically just a flat from the other side. Usually you get a corner over here to blow off the coverage. Usually get an over coming over here. But then where the ball ends up going is to the late right here. So this secures the edge. So you can come out here. The quarterback needs to get enough depth to negotiate a free runner. And then you're going to come down here and threaten the line of scrimmage to run. So once the edge is secure and he feels that edge secure on the quarterback outside, he then has the opportunity to work into this space. But if that space is not available, he's then able to find space. So really he's got this right angle of space to be able to find an area to be an outlet for the quarterback. So again, it's 1 to the slide. You can kind of alert this corner if they just drop him. Kind of 2, over 3. Quarterback running usually is 4, and then back to the late 5. And this late is about as good as you'll ever see it. Secure, secure, secure. No, can't get to the flat. Opening space in the middle. And so what really happens here is we fake it. Someone has to stay back here to respect the screen because you'll get screened. Someone has to run and protect the flat. Then someone has to respect the quarterback running, which is usually the middle of the 3. And then this late just pipes right down the middle. And it's a thing of beauty. This is as good as you'll ever see getting to the ball to the late here. And this is just Goff being Goff. The Rams being the Rams, really. Running zone and running nakeds and keeps. Watch it from the back end. It's even better. I mean, he's not even securing the edge. He's just securing the gap. That defensive end just continues to engage him, doesn't get up the field. Goff does a great job. You see the slide coming across. You see the over coming across. No to the run. You see the middle linebacker. I think that's 49. Running to Goff. And there's his space right in the middle. Right up the hash. I mean, that's a lot of moving parts. And it's awesome. Again, look at the technique quarterback-wise. Offhand on his gut. Boom. Ball extended. Excellent. On the edge, and then you still got to be able to make the throw. Really nice, massive play. And they just keep going back to the well this game. Halftime, you dig the channel, you haven't already, subscribe, crush the bell. I appreciate it. Let's keep it going. This time again, coming across. Now to me, this is actually a bit of a screw up. Now this is the touchdown. To me, I think they have 2 people here with the late. Again, this is a check, so they're getting into exactly what they want. Middle field closed. I think they have 2 people running the late. I think I would guess that Woods is incorrect here. Now that's just me guessing, just based on alignment. So again, the late is usually the inside of those players here. So whoever's, I would guess right here, he is going to secure it. So usually it's some sort of corner, some sort of flat threaten there. And then this inside player goes check, check, check into that late. Well, right here we get both guys who are off the line of scrimmage. They're both running it. So you can see very rarely do you have guys run routes like that that are stacked. Now it ends up working out because it basically ends up being a little screen and Wood makes 49 miss. But again, I would bet a lot of money that someone is not correct here. Again, you can see those two lates. See how they're stacked there? That's almost always a sign that someone's running someone else's route. Doesn't change the fact that Goff does a great job negotiating exactly what it looks like when I say you have to get vertical coming out of the fake. So again, this is a very important part of how to play these nakeds or keeps in the league. You're going to fake this. The quarterback's going to come out flat, extend the ball, and when you come out of it, you have to come out vertical enough so that if someone were to run free off that edge, you could negotiate this throw to someone in the flat. Just about versus every concept. This is universal how to play naked keep. Come out, fake it, come out with enough speed and depth, vertical depth, to be able to get the ball off a free runner running free here. Because they basically are securing the down gap, the inside gap. And this is playing quarterback at a really high level in the league, especially in this type of game. Boom, there it is. I mean, to me, he maybe even comes out a little, I would say, flat. He's probably not expecting the guy to come through the bunch here like this, especially when you got two lates. Super late. Oh, great play. Better finish by Woods. Nice job making guys miss. And can I just say this is an absolutely outstanding job by, I'm going to say this is Cup here. This to me is what normally would have been like a kill shot block, which is now referred to as most oftentimes a hip by. So he's basically going back there and giving up his back so that instead of crushing someone's soul and taking an unnecessary hit on someone who's really unsafe, now they teach this where you just run, put your hip in front of somebody, make them go around them, and it works just as good, and you don't get a penalty. Most people teach this nowadays. Again, watch this hip by. Whoop, there it is. That's a kill shot 10 years ago. Now it's a hip by. Walk in the end zone, nobody gets touched. So again, watch 89 and 17 here on the right. To me, both these guys, one of these guys is incorrect, I'm going to guess. But let's assume they're both correct here. He's got this gap. He's got this gap. Well, there's a defensive end here who gets through here and tries to eat Goff's face. So again, it happens sometimes like this. Again, I love the fact that they probably have a run play call. They check into this. Again, Woods does a lot of good things blocking. This wasn't one of them. Oh, Nelly. I would tell Goff, though, very much so, to get way more vertical coming out of that thing to be able to negotiate that. But that is taking a shot. Two hands up. Oh, my goodness. Great finish. Not the greatest tackling. Nice hit by. Then we're having so much fun doing this. Let's do it again. This time it's a little bit even better of a construction. Now this is straight up man. So what happens here? This is the Cup touchdown. My man right here just loses his mind. We're going to run what I'm used to saying is just an over. Again, with that same sneak or slide action. We're also going to run fake, I want to say almost like a fake to the right. So this guy's coming right at this corner. So everything is right here. Cup is going to come in, try to block 21 for a second, get his hands on his back, and then he's just going to slide out. And, you know, these to me usually work better in zone, but when the corner just loses his mind and he just doesn't pay attention to his guy, gets his eyes into the run, this is what happens. Big guy coming across, wide open. That's about as schemed open as you can get here versus man, which is pretty rare in these types of plays. If he just keeps his eyes and runs with Cup here, this thing is covered. Again, one more time all the way through. You can see the slide, the over, the action coming right at him, and he just pops wide open. Too easy. Again, watch 27. We're going to run right at him. Cup comes in and puts his hands on 21. That's really sells it. Again, the action sells it too, right at him. Watch 27. You can tell exactly when his eyes go to the backfield. There it is. Too late. But again, check the action. The slide, the sneak, the over. Everything's coming this way. And we're popping open. Very nice. Schemed open. Wide open touchdown in the red area. And then the last one here is just fake toss, naked to the left. Again, you want to come out of these things with depth, get downhill. This is only a two-person route, a corner and an over. This is not an easy throw, though. This is Goff doing this at what I think is a really high level. All the way on the numbers, strike outside the numbers. Great job all the way across. One more time. Fake toss, get depth, come around, get downhill, put a strike on him. Only two people. Again, the other thing to pay attention to here for me, again, these are great calls for straight quarters, coverage-wise here. So easy to see, right? Quarters all the way across the field, especially versus this condensed bunch set. Now, I'm not a huge condensed bunch set fan, but if you're going to do it and you're going to get middle field open, you're going to do these types of routes. Well, what happens here is both these two guys will end up going with what is essentially a clear corner. So we go here, we go here. Both these guys are out of there. So now what happens is you've got this over coming across all the way, and I think he catches it like outside the numbers. Well, this is a tough ask for this guy in quarters. His responsibility is to cut this or run with it, to cut that from depth and go cover this guy all the way outside the numbers. It's just really hard to do. So it's great scheme, taking advantage of space on the field, horizontal stretch. You can watch the cutter down here. I mean, he's just too deep. Too soft, with action coming at you. And there it is. You still got to be able to run to your left full speed and throw it. But really nice job. Even cleaner from the backside. Again, fake and toss to our left, their right. Coming out with vertical speed. There it is. I mean, he's essentially, I mean, that's wide open. He's got him by 5 yards, but he's still at the numbers. And he throws that thing halfway between the numbers and the sideline. So really nice job. Great job scheming him up. So Jared Goff brought him all the way back to the brink. Really should have probably won that game, depending on how you interpret rules at the very end of the game with the pass interference for the Bills, but gave his team an opportunity to win. I love watching McVay, Rams, Jared Goff play in that kind of on the edge, play action, wide zone type scheme. Just a lot of fun. It's a lot of ways to create issues, running people all the way across the field. Really cool stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.